Alright, sorry. I might as well just go ahead and add another one. I really didn't. I didn't mean to break no promise or nothing. I really wasn't supposed to do this, but I'll go ahead and do one more. Just to let y'all. I don't want y'all, some of y'all getting ideas about me being gloomy and disappointing and ungrateful. I don't want you thinking that I'm an ungrateful son of a bitch and thinking that, I'm a spoiled brat, I cry and complain a lot. I know once in a while I used to hear that. And I used to hear people, I think my mom and actually my aunt, when I was like a little boy, when I was like 11 years old, she used to say, how come you look so serious all the time? You always look like you're in a bad mood. Yeah, I know I got a history, but I'm in a bad mood for mostly good reasons anyway, especially nowadays. I got a good reason to be in a bad mood. Anyways, you know what? Nowadays, the way it is, the human body can be taken apart in so many ways. I don't mind saying this. You don't need to figure me out too much, but Satan, the devil, he knows how to take people apart. He can take you apart like a surgical knife. That's the way I fantasize and talked about it. I contemplate about it myself. He's very good at it. I've been a victim, for so long. But anyways, I'm gonna tell you what. I used to hear people say, you know what my weakness is? Let me tell you what my worst weakness that I'm so good at clinging on to. I keep hearing people in the early days saying, think positive and not negative. Boy, it took so many decades to catch up. I see what they're talking about. I see it. I got my ass whooped. I swear I got my ass whooped. I'm so sorry to admit it. I'm so sorry to admit it. It's really true. I see what they're talking about. Think positive and not negative. It caught up to me. It's very scary and embarrassing to talk about on my end. But on your side, you could say, well, I guess you probably think I'm a free bird. All right, I appreciate it. I don't really like talking too soon because I can't tell what's going to happen. We can't see the future, right? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm glad I'm embarrassed because I'm about to be free. I can't see what's ahead of me. I'm not going to build my high hopes up. The same thing I told my mom. Every time she hear me diving into a job, like, hey mom, I got me a truck job in Illinois. Then she start getting, she talk a little bit too soon, like, the Lord this, the Lord that. I said, well, wait, mom, put the brakes on for a minute. Don't build your hopes up yet, this job is not clean. And then she said, yes, I know. I understand that she's under pressure. I don't want to hear any of you females crying, but right now, if you are going to. But just put it this way, I know I sound like a spoiled sport. Let me just tell you this. I'm not only born this way, I carry a gift in my internal side. I am the type to actually sense danger ahead of time. I don't smile and laugh. But I can smile and laugh on the inside, and I can entertain the audience, so to speak. Yes, I'm good at it. But the thing is, I'm not the type to go laughing and just clapping my hands and jumping for joy so quick. Because you could tell by looking at this, you know what this is about. Like, when I first started this in 2001, when I started being a truck driver, well, back in them days it was adventurous. Back in them days it was more close to normal. Back in them days, I guess, I can't say nobody suffered, but back in those days, things were different. Things have changed over the years. We're in serious times. It's it's like a Holocaust. It's a nightmare. It's a horror show. It's like what do you call it? Something like the Antichrist, the age of the Antichrist, or something like it's like a tribulation period thing. Things, it's like this is a dark age. It's an evil satanic age. Satanic, yo. I'm gonna tell you that. But I ain't trying to exalt Lucifer or Satan. Now don't get me wrong. I past meditate on this. He is nothing but obsolete. You know why? Because I feel comfortable trusting God anyway. Don't think that, don't think that, like how most people are, they play hypocrite too much. Too many hypocrites. They misjudge God. They profile him. That's the way I feel about it. They profile God's name. They profile him too many times. Out comes the pruning knife. Out comes the slaughterhouse. He is not going to take anybody's side unless you get it right. Now the devil, coming from his side, I don't want to really say this. It's more like I know I've been a victim of his tactical methods, the way he tortures me. But I don't feel like running anymore. I don't feel like it. I've been getting bold and bolder and bolder and bolder. It took me quite a while, but let's just say my intelligence, I'm gaining intelligence little by little. I'm trying to master my weakness. I got weaknesses and frailties that go about me. I'm mastering them. You could say every once in a while I'm laughing and sitting in the devil's face. I'm laughing in his face every once in a while, but not really. I'm brushing him off. I've seen his tactical methods. He's tried me here and there. Yes, I did brush him off, but not really. It's not as easy as you think. The thing is, back to the other side, I think too many people profile God damn many times. That's the reason why he's so stuck up. He's not really stuck up. He's stuck up to us because we don't really take him seriously. And yes, there is true. It is true. Even the good will suffer. Because every once in a while, I keep hearing somebody saying your faith is being tested or tried or something like that. I didn't even really understand what that meant. I know what I learned when I was like 14 and 15 years old. When I was in that church in Orlando, Florida. I don't know if I should call this guy's name, but anyway, this Sunday school teacher said that, it's like he throw some books in front of us and have us reading it along with the real Bible. Books that will help you understand. That was way back in 1984, 85, somewhere. Back in them days, used to go to church in Orlando, Florida. It's on Silver Star Road. I can't really tell what the intersection is. Somewhere in Silver Star Road. Yeah, he said faith is the ability to do things. I figured that part out, but I didn't really understand the rest of it. Faith is the ability to do things. And I guess, maybe I only understood one side and didn't know that it's the same thing when they said your faith being tested and tried. Anyway, I'm just saying, I maxed out pretty good, man. I always do. I stayed 74 and 75 miles an hour most of the way. Once in a while, here and there, I dropped down to 73 miles an hour. Yeah, it's going 75. I usually, like, if I'm loaded, like, between 35,000 and 42 or something like that, then I'll stick to 73 and 72 most of the way. Because I don't want to brutalize the truck, so that's kind of old. This is a 2016. It's got, man, I just saw the well, here it is. $846,000 miles. Not bad. It's holding up though. Oh, I just had a refresh on the fuel tank yesterday. No, when I say refresh, I don't mean a new fuel tank. It got pressure sprayed. You all saw that video. They pressure sprayed the fuel tank. They changed all of the shock absorbers. I took pictures of them, the ones that was leaking. And that torsion bar, whatever they call it, the control arm that goes across the top of the differential, they got two of them. He changed both of them brand new. At my I didn't even request it. I requested him to fix a differential leak, to fix the fuel leak underneath the fuel tank on the left side, and I guess that's it, something like that. So he went the extra mile and just went ahead and fixed it. You see, these guys are taking me seriously, you know. They know I'm serious. It's just when I first went to the terminal, the manager sounded kind of worried. It's like, he sounded pretty scary at first. I thought, man, it's not gonna do no good. He thinks I'm one of them. He thinks I'm. But when it's like, now since he's seen it, it's like way from the early start, he didn't just let me in the door so fast and throw me in a hotel so quick. As soon as he started giving me that back-end test, well, he didn't really give me no back-end test. He said he just wanted to watch me. He's gonna stand outside and watch me back into this hole. So I tried. This thing is, I couldn't get used to the truck steering wheel because the turning radius is different, right? I tried it like 4 times, scared to do it, couldn't do it. He gave up and pulled away and said, all right, go ahead and deliver load. I trust you. You're all right. You're okay. So it's like, all right, I didn't get a chance to even, backing into the hole, so I just went ahead and took off. That was good. But anyways, man, it's like this. I'm only shooting this video because it's like I said, if I get down in my mood too much, I'm gonna be too good at it. If I get locked up, when I'm locked into my mood, I cannot pull out. I'm not the type. I don't pull out of my mood, I'm not just depressed, I'm getting disappointed and upset. But at the same time, why the hell am I getting disappointed and upset when I got the steering wheel right here? Yeah, I know. I don't want to bitch and moan so much. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you getting the wrong ideas about me. So if I stay too hush quiet, I can't tell what you might be thinking. One of y'all said, like, I guess y'all caught me posting them game things on the website, and then all of a sudden I hear any luck on any job yet? It kind of scared me to death when I heard that. I wasn't even concerned at all. I mean, yes, I've been concerned, and I still was. At the time, I was distracted. I wasn't paying attention to that. I was too heavy into that PC thing. But, it's like I said, man, I better watch my step. There's other human beings outside of me watching. I mean, I better not hurt nobody's feelings if I could try to help it. All right, that's the reason why I'm doing this. I think the ones I shot yesterday in the shop, they were kind of dull and boring. I might want to pull them off the website. Maybe this one is better. Anyways, at least you saw the evidence. So I don't know if I want to do it. Maybe I'll step outside. It's time for this thing to come off, man. This truck's been working hard, man. It's been working hard. I did my pre-trip already. Yeah, it's like I didn't even pull over and take a break yet. I just now did. From point A to point B. I'm talking about from, where was it? Oh, from the pickup yesterday. I left Chicago, Illinois. I went into Iowa, 80 West. I stopped in, what was it, Des Moines? What was it, Des Moines? It's not Des Moines. I think it was Des Moines, yeah. I stopped in Des Moines at a Target store, camped out, got up in the middle of the morning or the night, up around 4 a.m., went to go take a shower, came back to the same spot, went on personal conveyance, went back off duty, and only had 1.5 hours left. So I got up and left for an hour and a half, and then that's it. From then on, I didn't pull over. I only pull over to take a piss, and that's it. I only pull over once in the rest there. From the Target store, actually, I drove 2 hours last night. I only had 3 hours. I had 2 hours and 48 minutes left to drive right after I got loaded. And after that, I went strolling down the road, down the highway through the night between, I think it was 7 o'clock. Then I drove straight through the night I drove like 2 hours and 30 minutes. And then when I got to the store, the Target store in Des Moines, then I shut down right there. So I did like 96, I did about 100 miles. So I chopped off some miles, and it was actually, what was it, 500 something? I think it was 480 or 480. And then I chopped it down to 350. And then got up in the morning. As soon as I started driving, I did not stop. I only stopped to piss, and that's it. I didn't rest, take a break or nothing. I just kept driving. So when I hit here, I kind of got lost. And then, actually, I came to the exact spot. I did come in here. Actually, that tan building over there is where I was supposed to be. The thing is, I tried to get rid of this load today, just now. And they said they can't accept it today. It's actually delivered tomorrow at 9 o'clock, but they said I could come in at 6:30 early. Now, one of them, he said he drive his car down here to the warehouse to open it up at 6:30. So he said if I park back here, he'll see me. So it's like, yeah, my first spot that I hit, I think it was probably right here. And then I pulled out and went to the stop sign, then went back there like 2 times, and then came back here. That's when I came over there. Actually, I asked somebody some questions. That's when they told me it's over here. So I actually came to the right spot. I just had doubts. So I pulled away and came back. So it's like I'm shut down right now. And all I could say is, you know, hold on a second. Let me put some air in here, man. It's kind of stuffy. Let some air in here. I don't mind showing you what the truck is like, but I'm not too comfortable. Let me tell you this. I'm aware of stalkers nowadays. I just don't feel comfortable. I've been getting phone calls. Not only that, 3 times my computer has been hacked. My computer got hacked 3 times in 1 week, less than a week. And I got spam callers. I got people picking up the phone and not answering. It's like, I'm concealing my identity most of the way. Oh, by the way, them guys were so down to earth, reasonable, man. The ones that worked on this truck. Yeah. The mechanic, he pressure washed the fuel tank on the outside to, wash the fuel off and check the leaks and all that. So they already changed the sealant on the they already changed the fuel cap. And oh yeah, this is not the same trailer I'm carrying. This one is 2103. The other one was 1802. I stayed with 1802 for 2 weeks. The reason why is because the airlines was hanging. The spring had broke. The airlines was hanging, and I tried to use a bungee cord to hold it up. And when I was sliding the tandem, the bungee cord kind of stretched the airlines, and the piece of plastic actually stripped off. So he said the mechanic wanted me to have this other trailer so he could, he could fix the airlines on the other one. The other one still works. It's in perfect shape and everything. It's just that the spring had snapped, and somebody has had a recent tie on it, but the tie actually slid down on a tandem rail, and the airline went hanging down again. But yesterday when I was sliding it, he said it's no problem. He said no problem. Hold on, let me go ahead. You don't have to worry about the trailer, because there was a fresh shock absorber right here. You see, that wouldn't change it if I didn't say anything. I told him. And there's another one. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them that was leaking oil, but you see, it's all fresh. See, fresh. And the other side. And the other side. He changed all for them. Not only that, let me go on the other side. Guess they call them what? Control arms. This right here. He noticed that. He did that himself. I don't complain about it. See, the control arm. I thought it was a torsion bar. Control arm. That's what we call it. Anything else? I think he did it back ones also. Let me check it. I'm gonna go ahead and check. See if he did it. Yeah, he changed the back ones too. There it is. Nice and fresh. Them people, they took me seriously, man. They took me seriously. Of course, you can see why they got their own setup. Got a APU on the back. The APU works. The APU works. It works. It's good in the winter time. It's good for the heat, but the AC side doesn't work. It's kind of defective. But it works 100% though. I don't need to turn the engine on. And the thing is, this dude told me that the APU, hold on a second. I think the motor does not use the battery current. You see there, it has its own battery. It uses the fuel from the tank though. It pulls fuel from the tank and goes into it. But this, I think it charges up the battery on the truck, which is a good thing. I'm not too sure. I know he did explain it to me, but I forgot. And he also changed the def. He changed this. This was hard to turn. I had to use brute force to turn it, but now it's easy to turn. He changed that. And he did say that the seal in there was busted, but he refreshed it. So I guess he's gonna check it the second time to see if it's leaking up here. And not only that, underneath was leaking them two what do you call it? And two bolts underneath it, and internal bolts or whatever. Yeah, he pressure cleaned it yesterday. Other than that, man, I think I better roll this up. Got some fresh air anyway. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not only working hard in this truck, my manager said it himself. He said it like twice. I mean, when I came back to headquarters yesterday, you should have heard what he said. He said something like, man, you've been running pretty hard. I said, yeah, I know. I used to do that a lot with Western Express truck. I ran too hard. I'm not just hearing it from this truck company. I even heard Western Express, I think the lady in Breakdown, what's her name, Melissa. No, it wasn't just Melissa. Yeah, she and this other guy in the bullpen in the Nashville terminal. The other one, he said something like, you really racked up a lot of miles on that brand new that brand new truck, you know. Yeah, they said something like that. I actually reached close to the 200,000 mark that fast. I mean, I heard two people at Western Express say that I racked up a lot of miles on that new truck. When they first moved me into it, it was the two you all know 11107. You all saw it already. That one only had 27 miles on it. 27. It was lined up next to each other. I mean, next to them other 100 trucks. You know what Nashville looks like. You know what their trucks look like. It was zero. It was like 27 miles left on it. I mean, 27 miles on it from the start. And then when I racked up like 55,000 miles, that's when I started lease purchasing it, because they said if you start lease purchasing a brand new truck at 0 miles or 27 or 200, less than 55,000. No, wait a minute. Less than 50,000 or a certain amount, you're going to be paying more truck payments. The more miles you put on it, the less your truck payment will be. So I try to show mercy on myself because I already knew it's going to cost me. So when I racked up 55,000 the first time, it was like $644 a week out of my paycheck, along with other charges like fuel and what else, other stuff, escrow, everything, all kinds of stuff. But to tell you the truth, I did see a trouble code here, and no overheating, no nothing on this one. It's like it's been through different weather except snow. But most of the way it's been through a lot of wind current, heavy excessive wind current. It handles pretty good, but it kind of shimmy. You could hear that. It kind of shimmy a little bit every now and then. You're gonna have to expect that. And it did refresh the water jug, the radiator jug. But you know what? Other than that, this thing doesn't overheat, doesn't leak. I don't see no leaks. Only except the fuel and the oil back there, but that's just minor. This thing kept me up, man. And today's a cutoff period, and today's Wednesday. That's the reason why I went over there. I was trying to get this load off a trailer. I wanted to squeeze one more load before 5 p.m. today, but it looked like it's not going to happen. But anyways, he did say that the manager said, oh yeah, all right, let me start over. He said it like twice, I think. I know he said it twice. when I was at the house, like, when I'm PC gaming in my mom's room, and I'm sitting in my mom's bedroom and the phone rings, I said, man, I can't believe I'm getting disturbed. So I picked the phone up, and then I got in a conversation with him. He said he saw my ad on Craigslist. So, me and him start talking, and I started telling him that you know, at Western Express I used to max out $2,000 5 times. And then he said, you're not gonna see that kind of, what did he say? Oh, wait a minute, it wasn't that one. He said, I think when I was at the Advanced Transportation System in Bridgeview, right after Western Express. Then the second one that y'all saw that that second Freightliner Cascadia that I was driving from the foreign truck job in Bridgeview. And then yeah, I told him about that one. I said I made a straight 1,000, mostly 1,000 a week as a company driver. And he said, you're not going to see that kind of money here. It's going to be more than that. Oh, I see. Even though I told him yesterday when I went to the headquarters. You see, I keep switching things, and I'm confusing. All right, let me go back. Yeah, when I was talking to him on the phone, he said, I'm not going to see that kind of money there. So the second time, yeah, it came, I don't know if it was yesterday or what, but the second time he said it to me in person that I'm going to be making more than that. Plus, he said I'm not getting paid per mile. I'm not getting paid by the mile. I'm getting paid by the freight or the load or something. I said, all right. I guess, you know what I better do? Right after I finish shooting this video, I better go look at the paycheck and see what he's talking about. It seemed like I seem to forget things. It's like I'm on a 1099 job now. So things are a little bit different. So I better look at that paycheck stub and see what freight I'm hauling and what pay I'm getting and so on. But anyways, what was it? 2 loads, I maxed out 800. 2 loads, I maxed out 8. No, for real, 2 loads, 2 deliveries on my first day. From my first day, 2 deliveries in 1 week, 800. And that's what I told him yesterday. I know it's not much to some of y'all. Some of y'all big time truck drivers. Some of y'all got social security benefits. Well, I'm talking about a minority, poor man such as myself. But it's like I'm starting from the bottom up. You know what I'm saying? That's it's like I got a lot to learn. I understand I'm good at handling the tractor trailer, but when it comes to the financial side of truck driving, that's where, like moving into authority, being an owner operator, that kind of thing. But to tell you the truth, I've never tried owner operator once, and I don't want to. I'm going to say it again. I know this is my third time saying it. I am not going to be owner operator. I will buy my own personal truck. Yes, I'm thinking of using this one to do it. Just like I did when I bought them other 2 minivans, and that came off the other company truck jobs, the American company truck jobs. So reaching 15 grand, 20, it ain't hard. No, it's not. Because I maxed out 28 with Western Express, being company and lease purchase. 28 really ain't that high, but 15 to 16 or $17,000 between 2019 with Western Express and 2000 what now? 2020. Between 2019, October 2019 to June. No, wait a minute. October 2019 to September 2020, September 3rd. September 3rd. The reason why I said September 3rd is because that's when I first moved into 11107. September 3rd, 2020. That's when my DM or my dispatch manager told me to climb out of truck 5320, which was the 2017 Volvo, and move into truck 11107, the Freightliner Cascadia. Between then and then, you're looking at, you could say it took me, 10 months? 10 months on that old Volvo. 10 months being a company driver for Western Express. I actually maxed out pretty much 17 grand. $17,000. I'm not lying to you. You might, in my case, or maybe what I think you might be thinking, it's probably kind of high. I mean, 17 grand ain't nothing to you. I understand that. It's like you gotta put yourself in certain people's shoes. I'm talking about a company driver, not lease purchase. I'm talking about sorry ass Western Express that y'all hate. Yes, $17,000 between October of 2019. Actually, you could say, call it November of 2019, because I was on the trainer's truck in October. So, yeah, maybe you could say I did get paid $400 a week being in training on this trainer's truck. But in November of 2019, that's when I moved into truck 5320. And then after that, September of 2020, that's when 11107 stepped in. So I actually had somewhere between 16,000 and 17 when I came off the company truck. I really credit myself pretty good. I stashed all that money away and I didn't have any reason to use it yet. I was just interested in just stashing it away. So now you know what? That kind of money can actually buy one of them trucks right there. I could have done that, but it didn't cross my mind. I don't know. I guess I was distracted. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. That's what I think. Yeah. But anyways, I'm going to do the same thing with this one, except this one is going to be a little bit better. It's more like I'm getting lease purchase pay with this one. And I'm getting lease purchase pay, you could say, pretty much with the other one. I'm talking about the second Freightliner Cascadia I was driving from Advanced Transportation Systems. You know, the foreign truck company in Bridgeview. That one is, close to lease purchase. I'm talking, like comparing to Western Express. I know y'all don't like that company anyways. But anyways, all I can say is that I'm going to try and make this a good one. The truth is, I don't feel so comfortable talking, shooting videos like this, but I really feel like I need to stay hush quiet because, my spirit is overwhelmed. My spirit is moved. I'm in serious mode right now. Wait until I come out. I'm not going to stay stuck up for so long, okay? I'll try not to do that. It's like every now and then I'll try and shoot a video of this job sooner or later. But I don't want to catch myself getting so excited all the time. Because, the way it goes with me, I am having a ball driving a tractor trailer. Let me just simplify it. I'm having fun driving these trucks. It's in my blood. It's been me. It still is. It's just the other half of me. It's like falling apart some kind of way. But it's not all the way that. Don't believe that. It's like don't misunderstand that. It's more like I need to see some kind of progress before I go jumping for joy. And even if I do, that does not mean it's gonna be smooth and pretty. I could be dead out here. I could wind up dead out here. I could be killed. Anything. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of truck drivers getting killed out here. I'm pretty sure about that. But anyways, all I can say, I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope I last. Hope nothing don't mess with me. And hope nothing will happen to this truck. I took care of this truck anyway. So I came out of the shop with new control arms, rear control arms. I came out of the shop with new shocks. I came out of the shop with a new cap seal or a new cap. That's it. Other than that, I like the central side and the west side. Something like over here, I prefer. It's more like a little bit less congested. I actually maxed out 70, between 73 and 75. I actually stayed 70. I kind of did 75 most of the way, and 74 here and there, and then 73 for a short while. Just today, just about a couple of hours ago. All right, y'all. I'm gonna cut it now. My fingers are getting burned. I might have to buy some new gloves too. You can see they're wearing out. I guess I'll go ahead and do my thing on the laptop computer in a short while. I'm just contemplating with myself. All right, y'all. Peace out.